and gentlemen, Mr. Dave McKay.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
From Monan Park at UMass Boston, this is the second semifinal of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. This is Game 2 of the tournament between the Yawkey League and America's oldest amateur baseball league, the Boston Park League. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story as we hope to have half as exciting a game as we did in the first semifinal, in which the Intercity League led 7-0 after 3 and had 7 runs and 11 hits after those 3 innings, and then were held to 1 hit the final 4 innings, while the Cranberry League came back with 8 unanswered runs to win on a walk-off walk with the bases loaded to defeat the Intercity League 8-7. So the defending Eastern Mass All-Star Classic champions, the Intercity League, are eliminated. The Cranberry League awaits the winner of this game between the Boston Park League and the Yawkey League. The Yawkey League has one title in this tournament's now 6-year history, and that was in 2013. The Boston Park League has never won a semifinal in this tournament. So the Park League hoping to buck that trend and get to their first ever championship game of this tournament here at Monan Park.
Just a reminder, the Park League will be a home team today.
As you can see, the Park League is the only league in this tournament that wears the same uniform for all the players. They have a designated All-Star Game uniform for them, and that certainly makes our job a little easier here in the booth. So taking the mound for the Boston Park League is Kenny Henry of Palmer Club. He is a Northeastern product. And he will be caught by Brian Kaczarski of Grossman Marketing, who is a Wentworth product. Henry this season is 1-2 with a 3.33 ERA. In 21 innings, he's allowed 27 hits, 12 runs, 10 of which are earned, 6 walks, and 15 strikeouts. In his career with between Palmer and the South Shore Spartans of the MSBL, He has a career record of 36-14 with 1 save and a 2.65 ERA. So Kaczarski fires the ball to second, and we are ready for the second semifinal of the 2017 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. And leading things off
For the Rockies Baseball League and the Revere Rockies is
Adam Del Rio of the Revere Rockies will lead things off. The Rockies as a team are 5th in the Yawkey League as the first pitch at 4:19 is a ball. We're underway. The Revere Rockies as a team are 5th in the Yawkey League and batting at an even 300. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner, and it's even at 1. Del Rio himself batting .366 with 7 RBIs, takes down and away 2-1. Del Rio is the shortstop to start the game for the Yawkey League. That's down and in, and it's 3-1. And this is fouled straight back into the screen to fill the count. This is grounded to short. Firing on to first, and Del Rio is retired for out number 1.
Representing Somerville Alabrandi, number 22.
Here's Ted Zuba of the Somerville Alabrandis. 349 hitter with 15 RBIs and 5 doubles for the Alabrandis in 14 games. Thinking about bunting his way on, and he takes down and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss, good off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. Just misses outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Thought about it. It's in the turf. 3-2. The shortstop, by the way, just made the last. Who just had the last assist for the Park League. That's Curtis Tyrone, as this is grounded down the first baseline and foul. And if you've seen or heard Lexington broadcasts in past years, you know that Tyrone actually played for the Melrose Americans, but is now just with the Cannon Club. He's a Suffolk product. Chopped foul at the dish, and Zuba putting together a good at-bat here. At first base for the Park League is Grant Bowen of Town Club, the defending Park League champions. Player manager, actually. One of the coaches for the manager of the Town Club is popped up on the infield. And the third baseman, Alex Venditti, also of Town Club, will put it away for out number 2. You don't see a...
Wearing number 24, the left-handed batter, in the Al Thomas Club. Steve Lambert, center fielder. Lambert.
So here's Steve Lambert of the Al Thomas A's, and he takes outside for ball 1. Lambert, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and 13 RBIs, a .315 average for the A's thus far this season as he takes strike 1. Steve Lambert is of the same family that owns Lambert's Rainbow Market on Morrissey Boulevard, not far from here, where I actually just got lunch. He flips this one down to the left field corner. That's going to get down, likely for extra bases. And Lambert with a double with 2 out. So here is Angelo Colucci of the Stoneham Sabres to try and prolong the inning. And Colucci skies this one into left center, losing his cap and making the catch as the center fielder, so nothing comes out of the 2-out double. That would be Chris Hoyt of the Town Club making the catch. So, after half an inning, Yawkey League nothing, Park League coming up. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. Dr. Thomas Russo General Dentistry of Winchester is a proud supporter of the Lexington Blue Sox and the Intercity League. Dr. Russo and his dental staff offer a full range of dental services in their state-of-the-art office at 63 Shore Road in Winchester Center. Dr. Russo has been bringing high-quality and affordable dental care to his patients from Winchester and all its surrounding towns for 35 years. He regularly attends continuing education courses at Tufts, Harvard, and Boston University to keep up with the latest dental materials and procedures. Let Dr. Russo and his friendly staff provide you and your family with complete comprehensive dental care. Call 781-721-4700.
Battery fought this afternoon's game for the Yawkey League. Behind the plate, Ted Juba, representing Somerville, and representing the Stoneham Sabres, David Monteverdi, number 26, the starting pitcher for the Yawkey League.
David Monteverdi is going to get the start for the Yawkey League. He's from the Stoneham Sabres and is 2-0 this season with a .7 ERA. In 20 innings, he's allowed 17 hits, 4 walks, 4 runs, only 2 of which are earned, and struck out 11. So here's Chris Hoyt of the Town Club to lead things off for the Park League.
Chris Hoyt of the Town Club leading off for the Park League.
Hoyt batting .333 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. And he takes on the outside corner for strike 1. As I mentioned, the Town Club are the defending Park League champions. As this is grounded to second, fielded there. Firing on to first, 1 down. Town Club second in the Park League this year, 10-5, behind ADSL, who's 13-4 to begin the season. Here's another Town Club player, Dana Dresser from Northeastern. He's the second baseman. And Dresser takes down away for ball 1. Dresser batting .375 with 4 RBIs, 5 doubles, and 2 stolen bases. He fouls that one off the dish. And it's 0-1. Monteverdi delivers, and a awkward swing and a miss there. Pulled him badly with a breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Into right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. And Dresser is aboard as the first base runner for the Park League in this ball game. And here's Curtis Tyrone, the shortstop from the Cannon Club.
Now batting Curtis Tyrone. They're usually around there.
Tyrone is the team leader in batting average for Cannon at .452 with 1 double, 2 triples, and 12 RBIs. And he takes low 2-0. On the outside corner, it's 2-1, and now Tyrone will go to work. This is ground up the middle. Oh, off the ankle.
That play goes 1-3.
Off the ankle of Monteverdi, and it works as a 1-3 putout. And Now Nate Laliberti, the manager of the Revere Rockies and the manager of the Yawkey League team, is going to go out and make sure he's okay. I mean, that's not the hardest hit ball in the world, but I'm sure that stings. And he didn't flinch that much. He's gonna throw a couple warm-up pitches, make sure he's okay. And it looks like he's okay. I believe that hit him in his back ankle, his right ankle, his plant leg. So as that's on the inside corner. For strike one to Alex Venditti, the third baseman, again from Town Club. On the inside corner, strike two. The January family umpiring this game, with Jeff behind the plate and Don at third base. We often see the Januaries working intercity league games together as well. Ran into Sam Finn at a couple of Lawrence Academy games, as that swung on miss for strike three. We'll tell you more about that story next half inning. But after one complete, Yawkey League nothing, Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information.
I'd like to recognize the visiting team, coaching staff, the manager, Nate Laliberti, from the Revere Rockies. The bench coach, John Costas, representing Al Thomas Athletics. The first base coach, Ted Tracy, from the Brighton Braves. And the third base coach, John Griffith. The coaching staff for the Park League, Franz Strassman, Grossman Marketing, Jim Cody, All Dorchester Sports League, Mike Ayena, Cannon Club, Ed Neal, the Boston Padres, Bob Johnson, TJO Sports, Grant Bowen from the Town Club, and J.P. Songen from the Palmer Club. Leading off for the Yawkey League.
So Bobby Foote of the Revere Rockies, one of the outfielders for the Yawkey League, will lead things off. First pitch to Foote is on the outside corner for strike one. Foote batting .269 with 3 homers and 15 RBIs, as that's down and away for ball one. Foote is tied for the league lead in the Yawkey League in home runs with Kenny Luongo of East Boston. 2-1 the count. And the pitch, that's on the outside corner for strike two. And that's a trend we've been seeing all day. The pitchers try to take control of the outside part of the plate. As this comes inside, but Foote fouls it off. Remains 2-2. Foote takes in the turf, ball three. Well, we were fortunate to appear to have dodged the bad storms that were in the forecast today, as that's up and away, ball four. All the bad storms that were in the forecast were all north of here. One of the guys in the press box was telling me just recently it was raining so hard in Wakefield you couldn't see in front of you.
25, Skylar Berkman, East Boston
Here's Skylar Beckerman of the East Boston Knights. He grounds one to second. They'll get the force at second, but that's in. The ball is thrown away, but it stays in play on the 4-6. 4-6 and the force out, so one down, still a runner at first. And here's Mike Slaby of the South Boston Saints. And Slaby will take on the outside corner for strike one. Throw over to first. And Beckerman back standing. Slaby batting .313 with 2 RBIs. Another check at the runner on first.
It was like my dad's old truck that he had today, but it was in good shape. Well, that thing had 272,000 miles on it. But it ran like it was brand new.
Up and in. Turns him away from the plate. 1-1.
He actually didn't have his license. He was driving it with my dad. And he pulled out in front of somebody trying to like cut them off before as a light turned green, because there's not a left arrow.
Another check at the runner on first. Beckerman's got a decent lead there, but he hasn't really threatened to run. Gotta love those uniforms that the East Boston Knights are wearing. A little, I don't know if that's tie-dye or yellow and white camo, or zoom in on it a little bit. See if we can zoom in on it. There it is. Pitch is low, and it's 2-2. Fouled off. On deck is Pat Yee of the Savin Hill Dodgers, as that's foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3.
Now batting Pat Yee, number 17, representing Savin Hill Dodgers.
So 2 down. Here's Pat Yee, who is all-star representative for a Savin Hill Dodgers team that's 0-16. Ball 1. Yee is batting .413, however. He's doing what he can with 6 RBIs. Upstairs. 2-0. Savin Hill Dodgers have by far allowed the most runs and scored the fewest in the Yawkey League. As he grounds this one to the left side. Great diving stop by Tyrone. Throws on to first. What a play, and the side is retired. Second awesome defensive play we've seen today in this All-Star tournament. Yeah, the catch by... Yeah, the diving catch by Melrose center fielder in the first game, and now Tyrone's stop here to end the top of the second. After 1.5, Yawkey League nothing, Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
No score at the end of 1.5 inning of play.
Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information.
Fans in the stands that there is no consumption of alcoholic beverages. If you are drinking anything other than alcoholic beverages, we ask that you put your containers in a barrel. No chewing gum and or eating seeds. Those are the rules of the ballpark. I didn't make them up. And smoking is not allowed on campus. That's smoking anything.
Technically, not even on campus.
That's a good point. You're right.
No, but you're on
Bottom of the second. Here's Grant Bowen as he takes outside for ball one.
Now batting, Grant Bowen. First baseman.
Player coach for Town Club, and that's fouled away for strike one. Our regular viewers who see the Blue Sox broadcasts know that there haven't been a whole lot of player managers in recent years in the Intercity League, but you have Dante Padavani when he was with the Reading Bulldogs would not manage but at least coach and play, as that's outside 2-1, and Joe Chiodo occasionally pitches for the Watertown Reds. This is lined into left field and down for a base hit. Well, if you can hit the ball like that, why wouldn't you play?
That's they got two. There's two hits. Park has two.
One thing I'll always remember about Dante Padavani is pitching back-to-back complete games on back-to-back days against the Blue Sox.
Yes.
When he was with the Bulldogs. Down and into Nick Perkins of Grossman Marketing.
Now batting, Nick Perkins from Grossman Marketing. Number 23. Perkins.
Perkins batting .400 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. Strike one. The Park League is the smallest league in this tournament in terms of number of teams. They have 7. So that's inside 2-1. Intercity League next smallest at 8, and the Yawkey League by far the largest with 13. On the outside corner, even the count at 2. But back to the story I was going to tell about family umpire teams. I mentioned Jeff and Don January. Oh, that was strike 3. Excuse me, I thought it was strike 2. But one down.
With one out.
As that'll bring up Jamie Timothy of TJO Sports. You have the Januaries umpiring this game. Then Sam Finn and his father will umpire games together. I saw Sam when I was working a Lawrence Academy game earlier this year, and he used to pitch, as you may remember, for the Lexington Blue Sox, and now umpires. From what I understand, Sam will umpire Intercity League games, just not, obviously, any involving the Blue Sox. At the knees for strike one. Throw over to first. Back safely. Timothy's batting .367 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs for TJO Sports. Down low. 2-1. The teams in the Park League are named sort of like you would think, sort of like European soccer team names, sort of. You have sponsors in the team's names like Grossman Marketing and TJO Sports. There's a single into right field, first and second. 1 out. Here's Brian Kacharski, the catcher from also from Grossman Marketing.
Brian Chikowski, number 24, Grossman Marketing. At the plate.
Kucharski batting .410 with 5 RBIs and 2 doubles for Grossman as he took outside for ball 1. This is popped up down the right field line, and this is going to drop in fair territory. The runners had to hold in case the first baseman Colucci made a play on that. He had a chance. It's a base hit, and the bases are loaded for the Park League.
Now batting, Nash. Nick represents the Cannon Club and Bentley University.
Here's Nick Nash of the Cannon Club from Bentley, as that is on the outside corner for strike 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Park League with the first real threat to score here in this ballgame. That's at the knees, strike 2. Nash batting .265 with 2 RBIs for Cannon. And he reaches for that one and comes up empty, and he's the second out. So the lineup turns over for Chris Hoyt of Town Club.
Now batting the center fielder, Chris Hoyt.
Number 4.
Number 4, Hoyt.
Down and away. Good stop there by Zuba. And it's ball 1. Monteverde trying to get out of a base-loaded 1-out jam. Already got 1 strikeout. And now gets strike 1 there from Hoyt on a foul ball. Bases filled with Park League All-Stars in the all-navy blue and red Park League All-Star uniforms. The Yawkey League and their respective teams' uniforms. That's at the knees. Strike 2. And now Monteverde 1 strike away from getting out of this unscathed. Monteverde comes set, the 1-2. Taken outside, 2-2. Hoyt thought about it but held up. Reached for and fouled away. And it remains 2-2.
I've been asked to ask the players to go to retrieve the retrievable baseballs that go foul. Very sure, Dave.
2-2 the count. Bases loaded. And the pitch misses inside. Full count. So now the runners will be off with the pitch. Monteverde delivers. Grounded up the middle. Stabbed by Monteverde. He'll underhand to his teammate Colucci. And he walks the tightrope and gets out of it. So no runs, 3 hits. And the Park League leaves the bases loaded. After 2 complete, Yawkey League 2, nothing. Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37.
I'd like to acknowledge the fact that Local Sports Network is covering today's game. They are blogging and telecasting it on the internet. Go to the Yawkey League website, and there's a link there for you to watch on your cell phone and listen to the game.
No, I think we're 18.
Oh, you work okay. You know better than me. But
Boy, Fernando.
yeah.
We had the same pitcher.
Nope. New pitcher.
Boston Park League, Fernando Burgos, number 22, representing the Cannon Club and the University
his hair blonde,
of
like the top of his hair blonde.
Massachusetts,
Yeah,
Boston.
Puerto Rico. And it looks like ramen noodles. We call him Noodle Head.
Fernando Burgos of Cannon Club will take over on the mound. Burgos, the team leader for Cannon in ERA at 1.33, 3-1 record in 21 innings. He's allowed 16 hits, 6 runs, 4 of which are earned, walked 6, and struck out 30. And he's also a member of the UMass Boston Beacons.
JT will be the one. He'll probably be the 2. Unless coach wants to throw double lefties and make Rogers another against starter. We have so many pitchers.
Leading off for the Yawkey Baseball League of Boston, Andre Suffinant.
Well, this
From the
year,
Charlestown Townies.
Even though we lost Manzoni,
Andre Safront of the Charlestown Townies will lead things off.
90s now. Like low, mid-90s.
Charlestown at 3-12-1 this season.
Coming back, Rogers coming back.
But Safront batting .318 with 4 RBIs. No runs, 1 hit for the Yawkey League. No runs, 4 hits for the Park League. And the Park League has left 4 runners, including the bases loaded last half inning. Safront takes on the outside corner for strike 1. The winner of this tournament gets the Louis DiTullio Memorial Trophy, as Safront reaches for that one, is lucky to make contact and foul it off for strike 2. Park League looking to advance to the finals for the first time ever in this tournament, let alone win the tournament. And foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3, and Safront is down on 3 pitches. So the lineup turns over for the shortstop, Adam Del Rio of Revere.
The leadoff batter, number 10, Revere Rockies, Adam Del Rio. The shortstop, Del Rio.
First pitch to Del Rio is fouled away for strike 1. As that's low for ball 1. I mentioned it in the first game, but if you're just tuning in for the first time and you're seeing Monan Park for the first time, if these dimensions look familiar, as that's strike 2 on the outside corner, they should. These are the exact dimensions of Fenway Park, including the triangle and the short porch in right field. The mesh monster is a little shorter than the green monster. By how many feet, Todd?
10.
By 10 feet.
27 feet.
27 feet compared to 37 feet.
And there's no seats.
No, well, there's no seats on top of the monster anyways. But weren't you saying that they're thinking of putting seats around there?
They might have put seats on top.
As this is grounded to third, and Del Rio is going to be a ground-out victim. Nice pick at first base by Grant Bowen, and they're 2 down.
The batter, number 22, Ted Juba, Somerville.
Here's Ted Juba, the catcher from the Somerville Alabrandies.
Some games, it's almost kind of the same. We'd have kids go to all sorts of D1 schools, D2 schools, D3 schools. Then we had kids that wouldn't go. So some teams were
Upstairs for ball 1.
one of our rivals. Their entire team plays D1 somewhere. So those games are always like really good. But then like we had kids that like it was teams that just don't play anywhere.
Downstairs 2-0.
It's kind of on and off. It's kind of like the intercity league. But the intercity league is kind of different because there's a lot older people.
That's in there for strike 1, 2-1. Zuba, part of a Somerville Alabrandies team that comes into the All-Star game 14-1-1 in Yawkey League play. .906 winning percentage. As this is skied into right center field. This is going to stay in the ballpark, though, and it's caught for out number 3. The right fielder was going back a little further than the ball actually traveled, but side is retired 1-2-3 after 2.5. It is still the Yawkey League nothing and the Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
At the end of 2.5 innings of play, no score with the Park League coming up to the plate.
You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. And be sure to click the subscribe button on the LSP YouTube channel.
Other than that 1 year we did the 15-10 game, they haven't. That was a little time. If they rotated around like it does for the show a bit more often. So, this is a new picture, right? Yeah.
This is David, same picture.
Oh, it is signature.
No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not.
No,
Monteverdi.
the kid had a bright,
Yeah, this is 20
tan glove.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I remember because when he got the ball in the end of the inning, he looked at his gloves and
This
made
is
sure he
Sam
didn't dirty.
Cummings. Now on the mound for the Yawkey Baseball League, number 23, Sam Cummings, representing Stoneham Sabres. Sorry, guys. Sam Cummings.
So here's Sam Cummings of the Stoneham Sabres, and what a year he's having. 20 innings pitched, 3-1, a 0 ERA. Has allowed 5 unearned runs, but has struck out 21 batters in 20 innings and walked just 3.
Leadoff batter for the Boston Park League, Dana Dresler.
Here's Dana Dresser of the Town Club for his second at-bat. And the first pitch from Cummings is looped into right center field, and this will be caught by the right fielder Skylar Beckerman for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings up the shortstop Curtis Tyrone, who's made a fine defensive play already today. And the pitch, he chops this one down the first baseline and foul for strike 1.
Now batting Curtis Tyrone. The right fielder Tyrone.
Oh, this is
I'm sorry.
number 6. So.
The shortstop Tyrone.
Upstairs for ball 1 to even the count. It's low, 2-1. So a couple of pitches, the last couple of pitches, bouncing at the plate and landing between Zuba's ankles. Thankfully no runners on base or anything, but it's now 3-1. This is skied to right field. This has a chance, and it just goes foul at the last second.
Yeah, that almost
That almost was a pesky pull job.
would have been the first one here, at least
Yeah.
for we've seen.
That's not the pesky ball.
This is not the pesky pull.
Somebody needs somebody to do our babies.
It's not the pesky pull, but it would have been similar. Todd Bloniars was just saying it would have been the first kind of home run that curled around that pole since he's been here, as that swung on and missed for strike 3.
Now batting number 19, Alex Venditti, the third baseman the Town Club. Sandini.
So here's Alex Venditti of the Town Club to try and prolong the inning. And he laces this one to right field and down for a base hit. Picked up by Beckerman. Well, first pitch swinging action.
Grant Bowen.
So here's Grant Bowen.
Designated hitter from the Town Club. And Carleton College.
Fifth hit of the ball game just now for the Park League, but they have no runs to show for it as that's strike one, 0-1. 5 hits and no runs to show for it. Sounds like me playing MLB The Show on veteran difficulty. Grounder to third, and Bowen is retired. Did I say veteran difficulty? That's only the second highest difficulty. What am I saying?
No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. No score at the end.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 3 complete, Yawkey League nothing, Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
I'd like to remind you that the Cranberry League will come back at 7:15 tonight and face off against the winner of this ball game for the championship trophy of the Eastern Mass Classic.
Stay tuned at 7:10. Stay tuned and come back at 7:10 p.m. for the championship game of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic, when the Cranberry League will face either the Park League or the Yawkey League. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on YouTube.
New wing?
So each start like the first 2 innings.
Fernando
And then,
Burgos.
yeah. Burgos beat Wargios. They
Noodle
both
head.
came in the 3rd inning. Yeah, put Noodle Head Burgos in here. Yeah, look for it. Simulators. I've been keeping an eye out for changes here, by the way. I haven't studied them. They have
Leading off for the Yawkey Baseball League of Boston,
Yawkey has one.
the center fielder, number 24, representing Al Thomas, Steve Lambert.
So here's Steve Lambert, as we are still scoreless through 3. Certainly not the case in our first semifinal. Burgos out there for a 2nd inning of work, and Lambert takes outside ball 1. Here's a trivia question for you, a baseball trivia question for you. Tweet your answers to @LSP37, as that's fouled away to even the count at 1.
Friends from like home.
Sure.
And let's see if the guys in the booth can get this question.
Friends are trying to get me to go home.
Ready? Who has the most career wins above replacement of any player, as this is chopped foul at the dish, of any player drafted number 1 overall out of a 4-year college?
First of all, wins above replacement trivia question should be like disallowed.
The answer to all war questions is Mike Trout.
I was almost going to say that as a safe bet.
No, but he was drafted, what, 21st overall? Boy, what are they... as that's fouled... as that's caught in the left field corner for out number 1.
I would guess Strasburg. Now batting,
Oh, yeah, Strasburg was out of San Diego State, wasn't he?
Angelo. Oh, no. Wait a minute. There's a replacement here.
Number 6. This is, let's check this. This is our first replacement.
This is Billy Aberti of the Brighton Braves up for the Yawkey League. And Aberti takes up and in ball 1.
Braves, that's it.
Of the Brighton Braves. Panchetta, Uberti.
As that's in there for strike 1. I guarantee when I tell you the answer, you won't believe he was actually drafted number 1 overall. Bertie batting .419 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs.
His dad invented the beef jerkies at the same spelling.
Oh my God. 2-1 the count.
Figured if we have Lambert's market and
Nah, that's Oberto.
oh, Alberto, sorry. Close. Almost.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Which is to say I don't.
So, that player I was talking about, B.J. Surhoff. As that swung on and missed for strike 3, and Bertie is retired.
Now batting the designated hitter, representing Revere Rockies. Number 2, Bobby Foote.
Here's Bobby Foote. Yeah, can you believe B.J. Surhoff was actually drafted #1 overall? So that's okay. As that's on the outside corner for strike 1.
He was on the 84 Olympics. Right? He was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Where's Carolina?
But
Guy ended up playing a couple. Well, he started as a catcher, then put out.
Barry Bonds went to Arizona State, right? Yeah.
Behind BJ Soro. That's it.
And then he went to Chris Conley.
1-1 the count. Burgos winds and delivers. Foul to the left and out of play.
The two combined barely. The two combined, you have to put them together to make a dog. Like about the size of your cat.
I was gonna say that
You got Zippy and
Zippy's about that size. Kelly's
Check swing. He went around, says Jeff January, and the side is retired. So, Yawkey League still unable to get much offense going. They have 1 hit through the first 4. After 3.5, we're halfway home. It is the Yawkey League nothing and the Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
so we are first. Yawkey to go to first base. Ball there. Let's show the rest of the 9 is now at second. Second base.
Dr. Thomas Russo General Dentistry of Winchester is a proud supporter of the Lexington Blue Sox and the Intercity League. Dr. Russo and his dental staff offer a full range of dental services in their state-of-the-art office at 63 Shore Road in Winchester Center. Dr. Russo has been bringing high-quality and affordable dental care to his patients from Winchester and all its surrounding towns for 35 years. He regularly attends continuing education courses at Tufts, Harvard, and Boston University to keep up with the latest dental materials and procedures. Let Dr. Russo and his friendly staff provide you and your family with complete comprehensive dental care. Call 781-721-4700.
Okay, and then number 20, what is it, 24? Okay, now I just gotta figure out who all these guys are. They're gonna be batting in the same spot.
At second base, Matt Costanza of the McKay Club Beacons.
Is it the summer of the second baseman? Then? Is that it's number 9 now. Meanwhile, 23 is leading off for them. Okay, so it's like, although 8 is on.
Now batting the designated
Oh,
hitter,
sorry, it's 6 there.
Nick Perkins.
Nick Perkins fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. A little Red Sox update for you. Xander Bogaerts is back in the lineup today, so
Has he hit a home run yet?
well, he hasn't hit a home run, but the important thing is his hand didn't keep him out of the lineup too long. So 1-1 now the count to Perkins. Two and one. Perkins, when he loads up to swing, you'll notice it looks like he's ready to rip one the long way. He's got the kind of an old school crouching, bat waggling swing. Is that ball 4? Wow.
Ball 4.
All right.
Now batting the right fielder,
Timothy got it.
Jamie Timothy.
So here's Jamie Timothy. The Park League has had 5 hits, but have not played at a run yet. And just got their first walk, and that's on the outside corner for strike one to Timothy. This is popped up into foul ground, and that will get out of play. 0-2 now to Timothy. On deck is Brian Kacharski, so no real changes for the Park League thus far, except for the pitcher. This is ground to short, could be two. 2 second for one. On to first, safe. So fielder's choice 6-4, and there's one out.
Fielder's choice, runner's safe at first.
We do have a new catcher, however, for the Yawkey League. We have several changes for the Yawkey League. Marty Dunlap of the Al Thomas Athletics is now behind the plate. This is a little looper and a bit of miscommunication. There will allow a base hit to drop in shallow right, and that is hit number 6 for the Park League. Can they capitalize?
It's 26, so he's new.
That was Brian Kacharski with the base hit. Number 24, now batting. Nash.
Oh, this is
No, 26.
Gino Fortiani is now at bat, getting his first at bat for the Park League as he takes ball one. The Yawkey League had the bases loaded with one out in the second inning and could not capitalize. Now first and second one out here in the fourth. Misses inside, 2-0, and a good hitter's count here for Fortiani of Palmer Club. Fortiani banged .318 with 6 RBIs. Checks his swing, but it catches the outside corner anyway for strike one. Fortiani looking to get one into the outfield here and bring home the first run of the ball game. Scoreless through 3.5, and he skies this one into left field. In comes Lambert of the Al Thomas Athletics, and they're 2 down. Here's Chris Hoyt of the Town Club. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike one. Park League unable to capitalize on their opportunities thus far. That's in the turf, and it gets away and advancing to third. On a wild pitch. 1-1, first and third, 2 out. As the clouds start to roll in again.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's a together thing. Looks like it's kind of busted up.
And it looks like the rain has finally started to come down here. The pitch, grounded to oh, it's cut off by the pitcher. What a play by Cummings. And he snuffs out the Park League threat yet again. After 4, Yawkey League nothing, Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on base. And at the end of 4, complete innings of play. No score. Congratulations to all you smart people who brought umbrellas. Doesn't look like much. We should be shaking.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/LSP advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information.
Is that right? That's what I got. Connor Farrell. Parkley. Connor Farrell, 29. Two N's, two R's, two L's. Connor Farrell. I would say keep an eye out for the lightning strikes now. That's bigger concern here. Forget about the rains. Yeah, it might be a good time for another lightning warning there, Dave.
Yeah. Keep your eye in the skies, ladies and gentlemen. Lightning is dangerous. If you see it, go back to your vehicles.
Did you know?
I've learned an awful lot.
So as we have clouds and rain right now, I'm looking at the National Weather Service radar. Like the worst of it is right now in the Berkshires, and it looks like we should be okay overall. But come the championship game, if the cell that's in the Berkshires right now creeps towards us, we may be in for a problem.
Oh, are you kidding me? Is who's leading off here?
So we have a new pitcher, a new batter. It's Juan Parra of the Somerville Alabrandies. Juan Parra to lead things off here on the top of the fifth. As that is on the outside corner for strike one to Parra. Parra batting .364 with 4 RBIs. He grounds this one to the left side. Tough play in the hole. And he got the out. That's Eric Ramirez of the Padres making the play. All around us but not on us? Matt Levasseur will step to the plate here with one out in the fifth and take upstairs ball one.
Now batting number 15, Matt Levasseur, Al Thomas Club.
Levasseur batting .468 with 12 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 2 triples for an OPS of .1250. And he skies this one into right field towards the line, and it gets over the fence just barely. So a loud strike one, and it's 1-1. We have a new pitcher, by the way, for the Park League, and it's Connor Farrell.
Connor Farrell now on the mound for the Boston Park League.
Farrell of the Town Club. Farrell 4-1 this season with a .236 ERA as he misses low ball 2. Farrell leads the Town Club in wins, in innings pitched, and in strikeouts. And this is laced into left center field, and that will get down for a base hit. It'll be cut off by the center fielder, so no more than that for Levasseur. But that is just the second hit of the ball game for the Yawkey League.
Another change.
Freddie Carrera, he went in defensive
Now
in the last
batting,
inning.
Freddie Carrera,
Right
number
fielder.
4, right field, Carrera.
So here's another Al Thomas A, Freddie Carrera. Carrera batting .418 with 2 homers and 13 RBIs, and that is fouled away for strike one. I remember he had a huge showing at the All-Star Tournament a couple years ago down in Brockton. He was a tough out in both games the Yawkey League played. Carrera. And he grounds this one, stabbed by the pitcher, Farrell, on to second for one, to first, and the throw pulls the first baseman out of the off the back, so it'll be a 1-6 force out, fielder's choice, and now there are 2 down.
Now batting, representing the McKay Club Beacons, number 9, Matt Costanza.
Here's Matt Costanza, the McKay Club Beacons. Costanza leading the Beacons in batting at .429 and also leading the team in RBIs with 10. And he grounds this one, cut off by the second baseman. Underhand flip to Ramirez at second for the out that retires the side. So, as much as we say the Park League has been unable to capitalize on their opportunities, the Yawkey League isn't getting very far themselves. So after 4.5, still scoreless between the Yawkey League and the Park League. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
Now pitching for the Yawkey Baseball League, representing the Brighton Braves, Mike Smith.
Yes. You sure about that? He's wearing a different number here. He's wearing, what, 45? So we don't have 45. We got Mike Smith wearing 17.
Beatrice, my mistake.
Oh, there we go. Curtis Beatrice.
Excuse me. Curtis Beatrice. And I'm not even drinking. Well, they had the Brighton Braves uniform on, so what the hell, I was close. Yeah, I know.
Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. New pitcher for the Yawkey League is Curtis Beatrice of the Brighton Braves. Beatrice, part of a Brighton Braves staff that leads the Yawkey League in team ERA at 2.06, and Beatrice has 2 saves in 7 innings of work, allowed 6 hits, 1 earned run, walked 6, and struck out 8. His WHIP is a little high. It's 1.714. That's the high. That's the highest, the second highest on the Braves. And we have a new batter for the Park League, as it'll be Vaibhav Desai of the Cannon Club. Vaibhav Desai, bang, 327. He grounds this one promptly to first base, where Billy Uberti will handle it and step on the bag for another 1-pitch out. Desai, before that, was this in the regular season batting .327 with 2 doubles, 4 triples, and 1 home run. And that is low to Ramirez for ball 1.
Now batting, Eric Ramirez, the Boston Padres. Ramirez.
Ramirez batting .222, but with 2 homers and 7 RBIs and 3 doubles. 3-0 the count to Ramirez. And a 4-pitch walk to Ramirez. Ramirez, good speed, 5 stolen bases.
the Cannon Club.
Keenan Yuliano of the Cannon Club takes ball 1. 5 straight balls after a 1-pitch out for Beatrice. That's on the outside corner. He's finally back in the strike zone.
Well, they were right. They said it would shower at 5 o'clock, and it did.
Well, what does it say it's going to do at 5:26?
Throw over to first, and Ramirez is back standing.
7 o'clock, another shower.
And bluffing off of first as Ramirez goes back to the bag and is safe.
He's dead from the neck up. 21. Great guy, great player. Even Lionel on the bases, the both of them are dead from the neck up.
Ramirez not going this time, and that's down and in, 2-1. Yuliano for the Cannon Club is batting .404 with 12 RBIs, which is tied for second on the team. Throw down to second as Ramirez wanted to go again, but goes back to first. 3-1 now, the count. Ramirez doesn't go this time, and it's ball 4. So, guess what? First and second, 1 out. How many times have we heard this?
No. Yeah, I think this is Zach Horwitz, number 10. It's a 10, right?
So Zach Horwitz of ADSL will take the mound. Will step to the plate, rather. Horwitz is the first player from ADSL to get an at-bat here today, and ADSL is the top team in the Park League at 13-4. Horwitz batting .368 with 7 RBIs and 2 doubles. That's on the inside corner for strike 1. The Park League has 6 hits and 3 walks in this game, and yet no runs. Going from second to third is Ramirez. Oh, he's caught in the hot box. And on the play, the runner from first gets to second. Ramirez can't dodge the tag, so all that. So if you're scoring at home, that pickoff was 154-631.
That's also tonight's winning 50-50.
Exactly.
If you're holding your tickets out there, make sure you cash them in.
No, that's tonight's Powerball numbers. 15463 Powerball 1. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and once again, another scoring opportunity for the Park League goes by the wayside. After 5 complete, still scoreless between the Yawkey League and the Park League. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
Alright, we got a barn burner here. No score after 5. 7-inning ball game.
21 is going.
You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. And be sure to click the subscribe button on the LSP YouTube channel.
Yes, 10 first base, that makes sense. Right fielder's numbers.
I can't see his number. Left-handed pitcher.
when you're going there, that's okay. It's a pitch joke. It's appropriate.
But I'm coming.
Gabby Tenna of the Padres will take the mound for the Park League as we try to break through on the scoreboard here in the 6th inning. Tenna 2-1 with 1 save in 8 appearances this year for the Padres. 23 innings of work, 25 hits, 12 runs, 9 of which are earned, 7 walks, 38 strikeouts, good for a 2.74 ERA and a 1.391 whip.
They very well may have to check. Okay, that spot hasn't come up in the order yet, but they have
38 strikeouts in 23 innings is 1.65 strikeouts an inning.
Now batting, pinch hitter, number 12, Derrick Pizarro. Stoneham Sabres. Pizarro.
So here's Derrick Pizarro of Stoneham to lead things off for the Yawkey League in the top of the 6th. Pizarro batting .273 with 6 RBIs. Pizarro is in his 3rd season with the Sabres as a career .303 hitter. Had a career-high 15 RBIs last year. Gabby Tenna, the new pitcher. And he gets him to swing and miss at a pitch outside for strike 1. Outside, ball 1. Tenna delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball down and away. Oh, that was strike 3. Excuse me. I thought that was 1 and 2, but 1 out.
Now batting, number 10, the catcher, Al Thomas's Monty Dunlap.
So here's Marty Dunlap, the catcher from the Al Thomas A's. Up and away, ball 1. And here comes the rain, and here come the umbrellas. Upstairs, ball 2.
Is it actually raining right now? Is it just kind of...
Well, they wouldn't be scattered if it was.
It's those big raindrops though.
Dunlap batting .281 with 7 RBIs. At the knees to make it 2-1. The lights are on here at Monan Park. And the rain is coming down. Check swing, it's outside, 3-1.
There's literally no need for an umbrella. It's just because I just have to check to make sure. Face the mound.
This is scorched down the left field line, but foul. We've seen that a few times today. Full count. Breaking ball outside, ball 4. And the Yawkey League has a base runner with 1 out.
Number 24,
Lambert.
the center fielder, Steve Lambert.
Steve Lambert has played the whole game thus far, and
Left field, I beg your pardon.
The legendary
I never promised you a
which
road
actually is
guy.
two.
lefty against lefty matchup here. And Lambert pops this one up into foul ground, and this will be off the top of the Park League dugout.
Yeah, second story west. I've actually been to
0-1.
Lambert's one.
Said the same thing in here. Yep. It was a tape recording.
Tana comes set. And the 0-1. Up and away, 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high one, and it's 1-2. No way you're going to get on top of that. Billy Uberti of the Brighton Braves is on deck. Runs inside, nearly hits Lambert, and it's 2-2. Has really cooled off with the rain. You can still feel warm, humid air coming in. Popped foul to the left and out of play. Still 2-2. Fouled off. Lambert making Tano work here. Trying to get the Yawkey League onto the scoreboard. Trying to get your scoreless through 5. 1 out here in the 6th. Runner on first. And the pitch. Great battle going on here. Tana will spear that one out of the air. Throw to Ramirez at second for 1 and on to first. Tana wins that battle and gets a double play out of it as well. And once again, we are scoreless through 5.5 between the Yawkey League and the Park League. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. And looks like we're going to take a break in the action, and you know it's raining hard when you can see the raindrops. So we're going to stay live, but we will turn off the microphone, and hopefully this will not end the festivities for the day. But we'll take a break, and yeah, we'll check in with you in a little bit. And we are going to play ball again after just a 6-minute rain delay, thankfully. Not held up too much. There might be another cell on its way later, but hopefully that will dodge us like the first one did. So it's the bottom of the 6th. And the new pitcher for the Yawkey League is Chris Sandini of the Revere, Rockies. Sandini is 4-1 this season in 24 2/3 innings, has allowed 15 hits, 7 runs, all of which are earned, walked 10, and struck out 38 for an ERA of 1.99.
Chris Sandini of the Revere Rockies will take over the pitch for the Yawkey Baseball League here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He'll be pitching to Marty Dunlap.
So we're still looking for our first run of the ball game, and they were not hard to come by in our first game, but no runs, 2 hits for the Yawkey League, no runs, 6 hits for the Park League. They've left 9. So here's Matt McKinley from ADSL to lead things off.
Matt represents the All Dorchester Sports League.
Matt McKinley, he's a DH.
McKinley batting .319 with 6 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 7 stolen bases. So if he gets on, well, maybe that could spark the Park League offense and help him move around. First pitch to McKinley is on the outside corner for strike 1. This is grounded up the middle, cut off by the shortstop Pizarro of Stoneham, and he gets his man for out number 1. So there goes the speed of McKinley.
Tommy Seidel, number 11, ADSL on the plate.
So I'll bring up Tommy Seidel, also of ADSL, batting .379 with 1 homer, 7 RBIs, 1 triple. And he takes ball 1. Seidel also has decent speed, 5 steals. In fact, ADSL has 45 steals as a team. And he scorches this one past Pizarro for a base hit.
Hit that ball hard. That was a screamer. Step back.
ADSL, by far the leaders in the Park League in team stolen bases. So let's see. Farman Slidell will be on the move. Ryan Day of the Town Club will get his first at bat here. And the pitch in there for strike 1. Day batting .290 with 8 RBIs for the Town Club this season. Runner goes. The pitch is outside. Throw down to second. Not in time. Pizarro pleading his case, but to no avail.
The striker ball.
Yeah, 1-1's the count. 1-1's the count. So you got the count right.
Got the count, bro.
However, I think.
So, runner at second, 1 out. Once again, the Park League with a runner in scoring position. Can they capitalize? 1-1 the count, and the pitch today is down the left field line, and that will drop. It's a fair ball. It dropped for a base hit on his way home. The throw to the plate is in time. 7-2. Seidel is thrown out. And we remain scoreless. Lambert with the throw. So Seidel had to hold up between second and third to see if Lambert would catch that, and that had slowed him down enough for Lambert to be able to get the throw to the plate in time and throw him out by plenty at that. So runner at second, now 2 down. And the pitch in there for strike 1. The batter is Jorge Geronimo from the Padres. The pitch, check swing. It's downstairs, ball 1. Jorge Geronimo is batting .381 with 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, and 2 triples. 1-1 the count. Park League had their potential first run of the ball game, just gunned down at home. 2 down. It's up to Geronimo. Downstairs, 2-1. As the rain starts to pick up again. Don't discount the great resiliency by Lambert in left field after being unable to make that catch. It's chopped up the middle. This will get through for a base hit. Being waved around third. The throw to the plate is... they got him. He missed home plate. Day is thrown out. Apparently he missed home plate. We remain scoreless after 6. Yawkey League nothing. Park League nothing. 2 incredible throws by the Yawkey League outfield. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP. Wow.
All-Star Baseball. You came here to see, boys and girls.
Holy crap. 3 hits in the inning and no runs. 2 runs thrown out.
Chris Houdini Sandini gets out of another match.
This is 20?
Oh, it's still 20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Stay tuned. At 7:10 p.m. we will have the championship game of the 2017 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic between the Cranberry League and the winners of this game between the Yawkey League and the Park League. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on YouTube.
This is a 7-inning contest. If we are tied at the end of 7 innings, the game will continue until there's a winner.
This is now the second longest game with no runs scored in the tournament.
Alright. This is number
Alberti,
6.
Bill Uberti, right?
Yes. No,
From the
correct.
Brighton Braves.
You got it.
Or the Yawkey Baseball.
Second at bat for
Uberti.
Kirby.
So here's Billy Uberti trying to, as we go to the 7th, still scoreless. This is the second longest we've ever gone into a game in the All-Star Classic without a run scored. The previous record was 9 innings. It was 7 innings, as this is
I mean, that was close enough.
ground and foul for strike 1. Previous record was 7 innings 3 years ago at Campanelli Stadium.
Hard to see
But that was a 9-inning game. This is a 7-inning game.
Unbelievable. I thought he had no chance of throwing the guy out.
Foul tipped, and it's strike 2. 2 runners thrown out at home. No runs, 3 hits,
They should have scored easily.
and 2 runners thrown out at home last inning for the Park League. It's how frustrated can a team be? They have 9 hits and no runs to show for it. Fouled into the screen, remains 0-2.
It's like a chop ball up the middle.
The first one,
You should already had a decent secondary on.
Ryan should have stayed at third after Lambert got back up with the ball quickly because he was held up to see if Lambert could make the catch. The second one, I thought he touched the plate from here, but the umpire ruled he didn't. So up and away, 1-2.
You could tell as soon as the umpire did motion, as soon as the umpire just waited and waited.
Already tagged.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as soon as he didn't need to get the safe anyway, he must have.
Here comes the rain once again. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Loop down the left field line, and this will get out of play.
Stand by, sure. Wow, this is raining as hard now as it did when it stopped.
You got that from
Yeah, I got it.
Well, the rain's coming down probably harder than it was when we actually stopped the game, as that swung on miss for out number 1. And the rain is actually starting to get into the booth with the window open.
You're gonna have to close the window.
Yep. So we're going to close the window.
I'll figure out the number of the batters. It's 24.
That's Kenny Polanco. Now batting, number 24, Kenny Polanco, East Boston Knights.
Here's Kenny Polanco, the East Boston Knights. And the first pitch to him from Tana is a strike. That looked outside from here, but it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
And it's 0-2. Perfect, you got it. I know it's hard to see out through the drops.
And with the raindrops on the window, I'm going to go to an audio-only broadcast right now, so you don't have to deal with this washed-out picture. So there we are. The pitch from Tana, breaking ball misses upstairs. 1-2 the count. No runs, just 2 hits. As this is going to loop into center field, and that will drop for a base hit, make that 3 hits now for the Yawkey League. No runs and 9 hits for the Park League, if you can imagine. So here is Juan Parra of the Somerville Alabrandies.
Juan Parra, number 8, Somerville, Alabrandi. Parra.
Oh, no, there's just one out, but took me out off the board. That's strike. Here you go,
The pitch is swung on and missed. Was looking to break the tie with that swing and came up empty for strike 1. Runner goes, the pitch is a breaking ball down and away, and sliding into second base with a stolen base is Paulino. So we haven't seen that much today. A runner in scoring position for the Yawkey League. And a conference out at the mound right now as Tana goes over. He and his catcher wanted to do. Paulino, 7 stolen bases this season for the East Boston Knights. This is popped up. Strike 2, 1-2. Runner at second, 1 out. Top of the 7th, scoreless ball game.
You could argue that he pitched him differently with the runner at third versus no runner at third. So you can't always play that.
Now batting number 15, Al Thomas Athletics, Matt Lavassa.
Here's Matt Lavasser. And we're going to have a stoppage. Ed Neal of the Padres is going to go out and have a word with Tana and the infield. Is the rain cleared? I think we can put the camera back on. Let's see. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for one of the great guys in Boston baseball, Ed Neal. Big hand for Ed.
Two out, runner on first. Well, as far as the Yawkey League is concerned, they should be first and third, 1 out, but up and away, ball 1. Matt Levasseur hoping to get one into the gap. Throw over to first. Parra back standing.
I'm just glad you got it back to this. Charlie.
Parra has 11 stolen bases this season for Somerville. Bluffs off of first. And the pitch is outside. 2-0. Parra's stolen base total is tied for third in the Yawkey League, as that's fouled it into the screen for strike 1. He's behind Derrick Pizarro of Stoneham and Ross Zamparelli of the Brighton Black Sox. Tana comes set. And the pitch, runner goes, the pitch is low, and that'll be a stolen base for Parra, as once again he slides a little extra after going into second base. I think in this case you got to start your slide a little earlier, but runner at second, 3-1 the count. On deck is Freddie Carrera of the Al Thomas Athletics. The pitch, fouled away, and it's a full count. Ramirez going out to the mound to have a word with Tana. Lefty against righty here. Tana comes set, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, the Park League, after all those missed opportunities in the game thus far, will have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th. No score after 6.5 between the Yawkey League and the Park League. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
Bottom of the 7th inning for the Boston Park League. No runs either side.
That's about to start his
second inning of work.
For the Park League.
What's the groundskeeper's name? Anybody know?
Looks like it's... Yeah, Charlie's the grounds crew guy. But he's also been running the scoreboard.
Right.
He's kind of wearing several hats today.
I'd like to thank our friend Charlie from
Charlie Yawkey, if you want to use his full name. No.
from the UMass Boston team for his help on the field and also running the school.
I wouldn't worry so much about the at-bat part of it because I don't even know who's for sure leaving off. We've got someone new coming in here, which like... I think it's the two leading off, Danny Rose.
So you get a chance in the bottom of the
Green-blooded Mr.
top of the eighth.
Don't push that button. Don't do that. Please. Push the button. Yeah. I know. It's sad. I don't get it.
Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So here's Danny Rose
Now batting number 2
of TJO Sports to lead things off. He is from Wesleyan.
and Wesleyan.
Are we sure it's Diet Coke? He drinks on Diet Pepsi. We know that for certain.
It's not even dying.
Rose batting .282 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. And he takes a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Sandini out there for his second inning of work. Another breaking ball in there for strike 2. Sandini owes a lot to the defense behind him. Last inning, 2 runners thrown out at the plate. The pitch, chopped foul at the dish. This is a 7-inning ball game, so if we're tied after this inning, it's extra innings time. Sandini bent over at the waist, looking for the sign for the 0-2. And here it comes. Popped up. Sandini coming in. And making the basket catch is the catcher Dunlap, with Sandini cupping his hands right below him, just in case it squirted out. 1 down.
Believe Desai, number 3, Cannon Club at the plate.
So here's Desai from the Cannon Club, and he takes up and away ball 1. By Bob Desai, the second baseman from Cannon. Went to Becker College. He turns this one inside out down the left field line, and this is foul. 1-1. One and one. Scoreless. Bottom of the 7th, semifinal of the 2017 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. Winner to face the Cranberry League at 7:30 for the Louis DiTullio Memorial Trophy, as that's in there for strike 2. 1-2. Eric Ramirez is on deck. Sandini delivers. Chopper to third. Picked up on a couple of hops by Levasseur, and the throw gets away at first base. That's an E5. And the winning run on first base. So here is Eric Ramirez. That's the first error of the ball game. Let's see if it ends up being costly. Sandini comes set. And the pitch to Ramirez. Popped foul to the right and out of play. Strike one.
Eric Ramirez at the plate representing the Boston Padres.
Slide step, breaking ball in there for strike two. Ramirez has 2 home runs and 3 doubles to his credit in the regular season with the Padres. One of those, and he could win here, and he could win the game. Down and away, 1-2. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Jeff January rings him up. 2 down. So here is Keenan Yuliano. Still a runner at first after the error. 2 down. This is grounded to second. Flip to the shortstop covering Pizarro. We have bonus baseball in the semifinal of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic with the score still Yawkey League nothing, Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Yawkey League. No runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Park League. At the end of regulation play, we will go to extra innings.
We might have a new pitcher against the last guy with 2 innings. Without a doubt, it's just a light drizzle. We do have a new pitcher. This is not 10, I just
Want local sports productions to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information.
He is now on the mound for the Boston Park League in the top of the 8th inning.
Just click batter.
How you do it there.
Just click batter and then put it in.
Okay, so who's the new pitcher?
17 is Brad Marchetti. I'll spell the last name for you. It's Marchetti is how you spell it. It's M-A-R-C-H-E-T-I. It's pronounced Marchetti, which it pitches for us, so that's why I know.
Oh, you really couldn't have just ended right there. Someone could have just scored right now.
I know, especially now, because look at this. Let's pick it up again.
Should have called him safe.
See, did I tell you that? No one will know
sorry.
the answer.
King Walt,
This could be Horowitz.
that's not seen.
Oh, sorry, not Horowitz.
So
that was
far.
the other batter. This could be Pereira, number 4, is it not?
No, he's just passed.
Except for why are they putting on?
What's the down, Walter? No, that's right.
So the only other extra inning game was 2013. Second game of the day, the Yawkey League and Intercity League played 10 innings. Yawkey League played 5.
Wow. Big tip. Definitely wasn't a net game.
So this is the second ever extra inning game in the history of this tournament. The first was back in 2013 in the semifinal between the Intercity League and the Yawkey League. The Yawkey League won that game 9-5, excuse me, in 10 innings. We have now tied the record for most scoreless innings to begin a game in this tournament. No runs, 9 hits, and 2 runners thrown out at the plate for
Yep, 4 is leading off, so that's correct. This is Pereira.
Don't you dare call it.
the Park League.
Sorry,
Now batting, leading off in the top half.
They have had plenty of chances to end this one early, but
Freddie Carrera.
have been unable to capitalize.
4. Carrera.
Here's Freddie Carrera of the Al Thomas Athletics.
oh, these were more full ending here. Yeah, from the bottom. Oh, Masters and Worlds.
As the rain starts to pick up again. This is fouled straight back for strike one. New pitcher for the Park League is Brad Marchetti of ADSL.
Where's the drawing agent?
I have it. It's in my Torah.
Marchetti is 3-0 with 2 saves and a 3.11 ERA.
What is that? Literally, who is that? Why would somebody be driving up that one?
0-2 is the count.
So, to
Oh, and 2. Somebody
Outside 1-2.
It is an elderly gent. He's 9 and 2.
They're coming to pick them up.
Yes.
There you go.
Marchetti winds and delivers. Chop down the first baseline. Foul. Marchetti, who is the closer for Tufts this year, delivers, and this is into left field. This is carrying, and this is going to be off the base of the monster. Carrera is on his way to second. The throw into second is airmailed. Carrera will hold at second with a double.
That would have been, yeah, that ball was high enough off the wall that it wouldn't have mattered if the left fielder was standing if the wall went over his head. This should be Costanza number 9.
So we have a new batter here, as it'll be... Oh, actually, it's not a new batter. It's Derrick Pizarro, who's... no, we have...
19, and it is
Number
somebody
19, Alex Joyce.
We do have a new hitter, and it's Alex Joyce of the Brighton Braves. Let's see what he can do with a runner in scoring position.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's a catcher. Except he's batting at second baseman spot.
The pitch, chopped foul at the dish. Joyce batting .438 with 1 homer, 15 RBIs, 4 doubles, and an OPS of 1133, which is third on the team with Uberti, who was in the game earlier, leading the team at 1410. I'd like to trade places here with Carrera and finally get our first run on the board. Looking at Carrera is Marchetti, and now he comes home with it. Breaking ball over his head.
It's Marchetti, Sam.
Correction, Marchetti, not Marchetti. So 1-1. I don't know if that's a product of the ball being wet with that breaking ball slipping out of his hand. One and one, runner at second, nobody out in extra innings. The pitch, reached for and fouled into the screen. Strike 2. And it conveniently ricochets right back to the catcher, Ryan Day.
No, it's still hot. Okay. It's still it's cooler in here. That's why. I know. I don't think you should turn it off, but if it's
Chuck Erickson on deck.
We have a pinch hitter on deck, and it's Chuck Erickson of Somerville. The 1-2. Check swing. Downstairs, 2-2. They'll appeal, and pretty clearly he held up there. We're past the 2-hour mark of this game.
That's right, we are. Wow. Well,
Amazing how quick the game went.
doesn't feel all that quick now, especially since Charlotte's going to get away here. I would say the next chapter game will not be starting on time. Warm-ups and stuff.
Marchetti looks at second. Again. And time is called.
6:23.
Can I set up the clock?
6:23.
Every time they call time, I have to hit the horn.
Does the horn actually work?
I have no idea.
The pitch from Marchetti, as I may have just seen a flash of lightning, and on his way to third on the wild pitch is Carrera. And there's a rumble of thunder around.
Now it's charcoal paint. Charcoal sketch. That's what I was talking about. I meant that.
These guys know what they're doing out there.
3-2. Runner at third after a double and a wild pitch.
Right when this game's done, I have to fix this.
And here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Coming back is Day. Makes the catch.
Right when the game ends, I have to fix that.
Now batting for the Yawkey Baseball League, number 28, Chuck Erickson, representing Somerville, Alibrandi.
Another new hitter here.
So Chuck Erickson of the Somerville Alibrandis will come to the plate. Erickson batting .316 with 3 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, and 16 RBIs.
Emerson is a relief pitcher. Why is he in batting?
Erickson is a two-way player. He's got great batting numbers, and he's also a pitcher, as that's low for ball one. Erickson has pitched in 2 games this year and has thrown 8 innings and has an ERA of under 1. And it looks like they're going to give him the free pass. So that sets up the inning-ending double play. And here's Marty Dunlap.
Number 2 hitter, Dunlap.
And it looks like we're also going to have a pinch hitter now. A pinch runner, rather.
Marty Dunlap, the catcher.
Is that 3?
Who's that? That's Paulino.
That's Paulino of the East Boston Knights. I must misidentified the runner of the East Boston Knights earlier. That was Polanco earlier. This is Paulino. So he got some speed at first, and he'll scramble back to first on the pickoff attempt. And the Boston skyline has disappeared behind the clouds beyond left field. The pitch, up and in, ball 1. And I just realized I left my windows a crack open. 1-0 to Dunlap. Carrera at third. Polanco at first. Paulino, rather, at first. And a throw over to first. Paulino is back standing. The pitch. Paulino goes. The pitch is a strike. And he couldn't get the throw off. Second and third. Oh, he held on to it. And trying to prevent the double steal. So Carrera does have decent speed. So second and third, 1 out, 1-1 the count as the rain starts to hit harder. And they're just going to issue the free pass to Dunlap to get to Steve Lambert.
Don't. Are you serious? Lambert.
What are you doing?
Lambert.
Yum's gonna want to call this super. This is gonna be, yeah. Say, yeah.
Well, the only thing is, if the Yawkey League scores, the Hockey League still has to bat. They have to bat.
Lambert's played the entire game.
Lambert has played the entire game thus far. You never see that in an all-star game at any level.
He's the only one the whole day so far.
Corner infielders in, middle infielders back. The pitch, outside, ball one.
That's John Moore. He has connections. He's always connected. He's got connections.
Outfield is playing relatively shallow. The pitch, outside, 2-0. And are we going to have another bases-loaded walk here?
That's the problem, too. That's what walks the throw. That's got their strikes.
The bases loaded walk.
Remember, the first semifinal ended on a walk-off bases-loaded walk, allowing the Cranberry League to complete a 7-run comeback and win 8-7 in the bottom of the 7th. As the rain intensifies. Marchetti comes set, the 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0.
He won't swing the beach ball. It's down the
You wonder, like I mentioned earlier, if the rain is affecting his grip, maybe? The 3-0. Here it comes. Upstairs! The Yawkey League strikes first on a bases-loaded walk. And we just had a big lightning bolt out beyond center field.
Stop things right here. Yeah, hold on. Rain's coming down, and we just had a serious lightning strike.
So I think this is cause to stop the game.
Bill Uberti, right brace.
But not yet, apparently. Jeff January looking towards the Park League dugout. They said, we saw a big lightning bolt. Are we going to stop? Yeah, we're going to stop the game. After a bases-loaded walk, the Yawkey League finally gets on the board. We have our first run after all that.
Kindly remain in the dugout.
And we're going to
All of the fans.
pause the broadcast, and we'll be back, maybe, with the continuation of this game, hopefully, and we'll let you know if the rest of the games get called off or whatever. So, top of the 8th, 1 out, bases loaded, Yawkey League leading 1-0 here in the semifinals of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. So we are going to get this game underway once again after a, 15-minute delay, Todd, or so?
Approximately. We're waiting, we'll give you the exact time.
Right, but Marchetti is back on the mound. And we'll see if the mound is in pitching shape for him. He's got to warm up anyways because of the delay. The good thing about an all-turf field is that, you don't have to worry about drying agent for the whole infield or anything. And, just the field absorbs and drains well, but you still got to make sure the mound is playable. Because you don't want a turf mound, I imagine.
I want to acknowledge and thank the support of our umpiring crew today. Jeff January behind the plate, Don January at first base, and Jim Logan. Thank you very much, guys. You've been a big asset to this event.
Legendary Don January. I remember watching him when I was a kid. We idolized him.
These are the names of the two grounds crews that were just out there helping with the mound. That was Charlie.
So a good indication of the quality of the weather right now. You see the Boston skyline there beyond left field.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
And that has gone in and out of view like Brigadoon with the weather.
We can see it back, right? That's your magic. You two are here, and your magic is... You got that connection with God.
The good news is I updated the map.
So right now it's in view, but there's still more cells on the way. And it looks like with the direction the wind is blowing, this might not be the end of it. We'll have to see what we end up doing for the championship game if we do end up playing it. So here's Billy Uberti with the bases loaded, 1 out, and 1 run home after a bases loaded walk on 4 pitches. How amazing would it be if both semifinals were decided on bases loaded walks? Marchetti looks at second, and the pitch. Ball 1.
Delay number 2, 19 minutes.
So we've had 25 minutes worth of delays over the 2 delays. First one was 6 minutes. This one was 19.
I think we officially had the first one at 8 minutes.
Oh, 8? I thought it was 6. As that is upstairs 2-0, so 27 minutes of delays. Tomato, tomato. I agree. 2-0 to Uberti. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1, and certainly smells like high tide or low tide right now, as we're right by Boston Harbor.
Beautiful nectar of the gods.
2-1 the count. Marchetti to Uberti. Downstairs, 3-0. 3-1, excuse me. Scoreless through regulation. 1 run home and a bases loaded walk here with 1 out in the 8th. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. That's the second bases loaded walk of the inning. And it looks like we're going to have time called. And we might have a pitching change, and we are going to have a pitching change. And we'll check who the new pitcher is.
It's a middle plate belt high slider. What do you mean?
Who's that pitcher? I can't see the number.
Oh, I think he's trying to just draw you out. I thought he was a Patriot. 13 is the new pitcher.
And Rob Nadal is going to be the new pitcher for the Park League. He's from Grossman Marketing.
And Bentley University takes over the pitch for the Boston Park League.
Nadal has pitched 12 1/3 innings in 4 appearances this season for Grossman and is 1-1 with a 1.7 ERA. Has allowed 6 hits, 8 runs, only 3 of which are earned, walked 7 and struck out 16.
You really don't taste the protein. It's like whey. You throw in a little milk, and I've really done the last like 3 days in a row. It's unreal.
Bases loaded, 1 out. And new pitcher again, Nadal from Grossman Marketing on the mound.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the dealership probably at 8, and hopefully it doesn't take me an hour to do this. And I'm trying to leave, so if it takes me an hour, I'll leave by 9. I'll just come right up.
Boy, your screen's working so fast. I think I've been in one second.
Dude, Zaku loves the gym. After his game, he just went up.
Who's that up? One of your guys.
This is 24 Polanco again. It's,
Kenny
He told me he was gonna be around tomorrow, but he's gonna go
Now batting,
lift and then play softball.
representing East Boston Knights,
And basketball.
Kenny Polanco.
So here's Kenny Polanco
Basketball after my game.
with a chance to break this one wide open if he can get one into the gap.
We played basketball yesterday.
Bases full of Yawkey League All-Stars. The Park League had plenty of opportunities to end this one before extra innings, and they came up short, as I've said. And now the pitch is grounded down the first base line, and double clutch. They will tag Polanco, but coming home to score with the slide and barreling into the catcher in the process is Marty Dunlap. Are you kidding me? 3-0, 2 out, and the downpour resumes.
This is brutal. He says it's isolated and the weather it's more than isolated right over the bottom part. That's what I told you, the dark cloud that went over my head. You got it. Since 1952. Jesus had the star over his cliff. I had a dark cloud.
it's funny, Jeff January's looking back at us like now he wants us to make a decision.
Juan Parra takes ball 1, takes ball 2 inside. You know, we were talking about whether Marchetti was having trouble with the grip, but, you know, maybe he was having trouble with the mound because of how wet it got. And, you know, since the Park League is the home team, they still have to bat in the bottom of the 8th for this to count. This is into center field, and this will get down for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the triangle. 2 runs are going to score easily. Parr is around second. He's on his way to third. He is going to be waved around third. We have a chance for an inside the park home run. The throw to the plate is in time. So 2 runs score on the triple. Parr is thrown out at home, but the damage has been more than done. After 7.5, the Yawkey League has a chance to close it down. It's the Yawkey League 5 and the Park League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic on LSP.
The Yawkey League scores 5 runs on 4 base hits, and the Park League comes up in the bottom of the 8th inning.
So 5 runs on 2 hits.
We hope.
Here we go. Look at these.
They're delaying it again, guys.
Now what we're hearing is very more too.
Okay, we're under.
Pray for us. Are they taking the field or not?
Oh, he's telling him to get on the field.
Oh, okay. I guess.
So let's get this game going, says Jeff January. I thought they were going to call for a delay again, but anyways, you can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com.
What's he saying? What? Want to try to?
Do you want to try to finish?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we do.
Walter's saying he wants to try to finish it. He says they're going to lose the mound soon. He says the mound's going to turn to mud soon. That's the. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, right. I mean, if it's coming down
See
this
how
far
the
down.
inning goes. Let's get it started.
We'll lose them out for the next game.
We're going to. We're going to lose the game.
I'll take that right away.
Yeah, if you want.
I'll get some officials.
What do you think, Walter? It's a tough
Tell
call, I
him,
know.
tell him.
He says if we finish this game now, then we're not going to be able to play after because the mound's going to be done.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so
They
then.
allow that?
So the tar pit or finish it.
What do you think?
John Shepard is now on the mound.
Now pitching for the Yawkey League, John Shepard. God bless you guys out there.
Finish this off.
Okay, so the umpires are telling us that
Zach Horowitz. Now batting.
we're going to, if we keep playing this game, we're not going to have the mound for the third game. I think that's a sacrifice we're willing to make. So, so this would probably be the last half inning unless the Park League pulls a Cranberry League. Here's the pitch to Zach Horowitz, and it's lined and caught! Wow, what a play by the third baseman, Matt Levasseur. 1 down on 1 pitch. Those 5 runs, by the way, that the Yawkey League scored last half inning were on 2 hits. Bunch of walks, though. They have 5 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. The Park League, no runs on 9 hits.
Sandini's the pitcher record.
Pitch is on the outside corner. 4 strike 1 to Matt McKinley. Misses outside, ball 1. Shepard will not get a save, as John Shepard is on the mound now from the Revere Rockies. 2-1. Shepard, in 8 appearances this season, is 1-1 with a 3.59 ERA and 3 saves. This is grounded to short. Polanco fires on to first. Low throw. Great scoop by Uberti, and there are 2 down. And the Park League is down to their final out. And we are down to our final out of the day, most likely. Here's Tommy Seidel. He takes on the outside strike 1.
Tommy Seidel, number 11, at the plate for the Park
The pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch that went to the backstop. And now the Park League is down to their final strike after that prolonged top of the 8th. Imagine if we have a speedy bottom of the 8th. And both games would end up being decided on bases-loaded walks. The 0-2. Slider misses downstairs, and it's 1-2. And you can see Shepard trying to get something that resembles footing on that mound. Lined into left field. Well, we're not done yet. That's going to go into the corner for a base hit. And holding it first is Seidel. So that's the 10th hit of the game for the Park League, and they have no runs to show for. This is going to be...
18.
Jerry Lung will hit now for the Park League from the Canyon Club. And Lung takes up and in, ball 1.
So I got a hit with my bat. And he goes, I'm keeping that bat now. I was like, oh, shh. I left my bat. My bat's in the Toro, just chilling in the bag.
Swing and a miss. Pitch down and away, and it's 1-1. Lung is batted .393 with 7 RBIs this season for Cannon. Down low, 2-1.
I completely forgot about it. That was nothing.
Swing and a miss, and once again, Park League down to their final strike. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Yawkey League uses a 5-run on 2-hit and 3-walk outburst in the top of the 8th to claim the second semifinal of the 2017 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. The final totals 5 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Yawkey League. No runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Park League. The winning pitcher is Chris Sandini of the Revere Rockies in the Yawkey League. The losing pitcher is Brad Marchetti of ADSL in the Park League. So, this likely means we are, with the condition of the mound, we are likely not going to play the championship game, so the Yawkey League and the Cranberry League would share the title. But we will keep you posted on the status of the field and the championship game. So, with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. Our next broadcast, hopefully, will be at 7:25 p.m., which would be in 20 minutes, when the Cranberry League and the Yawkey League hopefully play the championship game of the 2017 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on YouTube. And be sure to follow LSP on the web at Twitter at LSP37, Facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and click the subscribe button on the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Monan Park at UMass Boston. It is the Yawkey League All-Stars 5 and the Boston Park League All-Stars nothing. My name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in.